Hello everybody, this is the Forgotten Gamer, and this is a new world I'm gonna start. This will continue throughout the entirety of my channel. And basically what I want to do is create the largest world possible without having a without too much above, what was it? Anyway, I set this to where it has a chest, so hopefully I'll find it. If not, then I'll just continue on, because apparently the chest is hidden. But eventually this world will be switched over to the newer version of Minecraft. I just want to try and have this world a bit condensed. There we are, a nice extra tall . Now let's get this quickly built, so I'll just turn this all to planks. Yeah, I'm not gonna choose these. Oh, there's the chest. Now I will switch this to hard mode if this is way too easy, but for now I really want to just build, get this all built. I don't want to live in those mountains. There. I'm currently finding the perfect place. Okay, I'll have to mark this because nice. They've changed the algorithms a bit since I last remember. Last time I played this, I remember there not being nearly as many birch trees. That's too close to the edge. Oh, is that what? That was a really lucky straw. And it sounds like that's a zombie spawner too. Right on the outside. Yeah. I honestly didn't know that there was a zombie spawner so close to the edge. Don't mind any noise in the background also. There's no way of fixing it in my knowledge. So I think this will be a nice base for now. It's not too difficult to get to. Oh, almost forgot torches. Let me just light this up a bit to make it a bit ugly. There we are. Nice. Let's just get this mining done and then I hope that didn't sound disgusting. Right now, I'm having incredible allergies here. And if you'll notice, there was quite a long time in between this episode and the last episode. That's because I didn't really, I tried to make a certain video in GTA 5, but it was like a stunt going down that huge mountain, but I couldn't get it. Like, no matter how many times I tried it, couldn't get the right. This is the cave. This is the cave. Yep, spider spawner. In this, actually, on the Xbox One, I would advise that more so than the new one, the Better Together, because stuff spawns more, and you can always transform it over, but like the older ones, they changed some of the spawning settings to where it's easier to get certain things, like better, more spawners, because I've already hit 2 of them, and I'm thinking there will be more eventually. Oh, yeah, we have bad internet. Like, don't ever get CenturyLink, ever. Like, ever since the net neutrality thing passed, my internet has been hitting the... It's not been doing good, and especially on Minecraft, apparently it takes like 15 minutes to switch to... Yeah, I won't advise it. But we're stuck with one internet company. Or 2 if you consider, like, half the speed of this being a competitive aspect. Which I don't. Okay, this will be nice. But I really don't want to modify this cave too much. Just a small bit. And I want to make this base. I think it'll look better than having a super clean, like, everywhere just very rigid. And this world, I also want this world to try and stay into the original version of the Xbox One original version instead of the newer version, as long as possible, because I really don't want to have to switch too many. Not too many, but I really want to see how long I can survive in this. Like, if they, like, suddenly start removing random features, then I'll obviously switch it back over. But, for now, it's a good idea to just stick with... see. So if I block the roof off of this, then that should make it a bit better. There we are. Now I'll be able to have a nice clean cut area without any... You know what? This wall needs to get broken out. Because I really want to keep this place nice and open. Or as open as possible. See if... Yeah, but if you notice, this world is kind of inspired by a certain YouTuber. And really, I think he builds better worlds than the above ground or stuff that other people normally build. Because really, it's easier and it looks a tad bit better instead of just having everything above ground. But I'm gonna try and switch stuff up a bit. Not too much, but just enough to get a few things situated. But first I'll need to check to make sure this tunnel is large enough and that I light everything up, because I don't want to have a random creeper spawn. I wonder if I can get down to diamond level with this. Nope. Not dealing with that. These tunnels, actually, I'm gonna widen a tiny bit, because they're currently way too thin. Well, time to light up the area around here so that I'll know where I'm heading. Yeah, in case if I die soon. Currently my videos, they're actually raw footage as of current, but I plan on changing that quite soon. Like, next video will most likely be edited tiny bit inside of the YouTube video editor, because that is YouTube video editor. It's only for post video editing, like in case if you want to change something real quick. Not for stuff like the actual full-on well-edited stuff. But this will be a learning experience on what to do and what not to do. Please don't be a spider. And also the other series, like the one in the Minecon Earth, I plan on going back to that after a while, but I'm just kind of sick and tired of having such a low amount of resources. Like it's got to the point where there's not enough resources to even get the like, there's the resources, but getting kind of dull, personally. Let's see if these spruce planks look good. This. Now, in the original Xbox version, it's actually way more tame than I'm used to. Like, it's currently on normal mode, and it's, like, mob spawns so rarely that really you don't get the huge hordes that, like, there's not as much difficulty. There still is difficulty, but not to the point of, like, stuff being, like, nighttime being dangerous. I'm gonna need a better pick. With this build, I'm actually gonna try doing some new stuff with the stone bricks in the walls. I'm gonna use a lot of grays and, like, orange wood. Like, there's not gonna be a lot of other colors other than that. There will, but it's gonna be, like, dominantly, it's gonna, like, most 90% of it's gonna be the darn it. I try not to forget stuff in my videos. But every time my brain just, like, it always forgets until, like, the second after I press the upload button. This base will also be using a ton of redstone. Like, I want to have this entire base fully automated. No, like, manual work required to like, repair things and such. There will be a bit of manual work, but it's not going to be like constant having to refill dispensers and refill everything. Maybe like once every like 10 episodes or so I'll have to do that, but not enough to like cause a huge thing. Wait, is this like a natural mob grinder that has been created? Or is it just, it's daylight now and there's just Why is there so many zombies in this world? Or zones? Like, I'm used to there not being nearly as many zombies as there is. But I think there's just like a predetermined amount of zombies and mobs that spawn in a certain world. That's why there's certain worlds there's like no chickens or any of them. Meanwhile in others it's just chock full. I wonder if they're actually going to include an update where you can change that number to be like triple or quadruple the amount of certain mobs that spawn. Here we are. And I need some peas. There we are. So, oh, just that small section. And before those sheep they spawn, I'm gonna need to smelt the amount of iron needed. Wait, Whoops, wrong chest. Now to find the coal things. That's not all the way in the dangerous part of the cave. I think one piece should be enough. I do think this base will have like 10 layers or so, or something like that, because I'm seeing like a basic amount of layering in the cave systems. Separated by like a staircase or whatever. Let's just hope that that spider spawner doesn't spawn a ton of spiders. Yep, this is definitely gonna be the cave, even though there's like a ton of creepers and whatnot. This is gonna be the cave that like the next 100 or so episodes are gonna be recorded in. Let's hope that sheep hasn't despawned yet. So there's a skeleton. Where's the sheep? No. Maybe. Oh. Oh, well, then. Oh. Oh, only 2 strings. Only 2. Well, that achievement just shows how little a shear sheep. That was a very lucky. Usually, like, I find like a wolf or something like that, and I shear the sheep there. And also, now that I am quite close to the moment where I'm able to have a sustainable area to sleep, semi-sustainable at least, I'll be able to now have a nice place. I'm stumbling a lot right now, but it isn't anything. It's just my brain it loves to forget things. Like, I can remember things from like when I was like 5-year-olds randomly, but whenever I try to remember something from like a few seconds ago, it just, my brain just gives me the finger. Thank goodness I do not enable monetization, because I'm not sure if that would have made it to where I would have been demonetized. By the way, speaking of demonetization, like, with all of these things about, like, the LP, because I don't want to say its name, really, it's kind of worrying that the YouTube's just gonna screw over everyone, like a second, like, huge monetization thing. I honestly don't want to have it where every video gets demonetized except for the ones that are actual bad actors, like people who tase dead rats and whatever. That, like, I kind of wish that YouTube didn't favor people who were the most popular, but instead favored people who made the highest quality videos. Like, only the highest quality videos. Kind of sad, too, if you think about it. Because I know for a fact I'm not gonna be able to use this as a sustainable job for a very long time. And I don't want to be one of those people who begs for, like people to pay me my Patreon account and whatnot. But I know that thousands of YouTubers are gonna do it. Like, and it's just gonna get worse and worse. Luckily, the YouTube thing seems to have came at the exact wrong time, when people are already having a quite large amount of hate towards the FCC and whatnot. So I don't think I don't think YouTube can do anything too big without a huge backlash, because everybody's currently furious. 2018 seems to suddenly be like very stressful year. Like, everybody's eating Tide Pods and whatnot. By the way, if you haven't watched the movie Idiocracy, you should watch it. It's more like a documentary than anything, and I don't know why they made it, knowing, like, I wonder what's going through the creator's mind this year as they watch, like, people eating Tide Pods and some other things coming true that was from the movie. The Tide Pod thing wasn't from the movie, but it's kind of sad to think about it. Knowing that in 100 years that we're going to be the generation that's known for Tide Pods and net neutrality ending. Like, I know for a fact that the net neutrality thing, it's gonna stay, and if it isn't, then I'll be happy, but I know for a fact that the internet's just gonna get a whole lot worse, because the whole net neutrality thing, it's gonna open a ton of doors for, like, them to pass, like, 15 new rules about, like, I can only imagine, like, next they're gonna pass, like, a water rule and an energy rule, possibly like a PC limitation. And seriously, I hope that that isn't gonna be a true, like, thing I'm gonna predict, because but most likely people are gonna catch on to all this happening. They're gonna catch on. So I seem to have hit a slight issue. Maybe setting it down a level. Okay then, it'll need to go down one more level. Yeah, that should work. Yeah, this is gonna be the most awesome days ever. As long as I don't screw up like a part of it, because also as long as I don't hit any lava whatsoever, because this base, it's gonna be highly flammable. Like, this is also in a public session, so a single flint and steel would just ruin, like, huge parts of it. lava pool in the wrong spot. Actually, is the, I wonder if it's nighttime yet. Yep, it is. Also, I know for a fact that this, video, it's not the, it's a very, very low pixelage, to be honest. And, kind of, really, no, it's a very, very bad quality to have it in such a low pixelage, but I think that eventually I'm gonna get the better camera, and then I'll have it in, like, super, like, HD pixelage, or maybe I'll just switch to PC Minecraft. Because the Xbox, they really don't offer many solutions to fixing how to record on there. Like, you can use, like, a very, 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 like, roundabout way, but that's only, like, a 5-minute max. And I don't really think it would be a great idea to have just 5-minute videos. I really, like, I would have to, like, start or cutting the video out randomly, and because I really don't have any video editing software, like, literally none. And I'm not really sure if there's any good way of getting it to where it's all... What was I talking about? Yeah, I ramble a lot. Oh, there's our air compressor, right on cue. I hope that doesn't come up in the video, because I'm not recording again. It took like I tried to do like 10 takes with that GTA video. None of them were good. And then my vehicle exploded. And then that's when I decided that I'm just gonna do just a new world in Minecraft, because that's not as infuriating as dying tons and tons of time. Actually, I think it'll do better if I were to move this over a tiny bit. Yeah, this'll look good. At least nominal. That's my new favorite word, by the way. I don't know why, but it's just, I think it's a good word. So let's just see if my There we are. There we go. Now it's picking. Now let's just flatten this area out so that I can get enough dirt and so that I can farm easier. That was a very close call. And while we're waiting, let's get this grass growing down here. Oh man, not enough. No, I think I like the old versions on their difficulty. Like the older versions of Minecraft, they were grueling. Could just be because I was a noob back then, but I remember like constantly like dying and over and over due to me not being able to run fast enough, or like resources being 10 times rarer. And how I got to be able to play the very first version of on the Xbox 360 was there was an update a bit ago. I decided instead of updating that I would just cancel it because I was getting sick and tired of updates at that point. Because literally every other day there was another update. Because I forgot to update all my games. So I just canceled the update, and then I noticed that it was the very first version of Minecraft. I tried to make like the stone version of the wooden slabs to have something that was, but it seems that they had the very first version of the 360 after they had the updates of the that added the that took out the stone wooden slabs. Eventually I want to have like almost the entire world and all of what I built underground. And then have like eventually like later on having just like a small little house or small tiny bit of stuff above ground. Not enough to actually be noticeable, but just enough to be like it'll be noticeable, but it won't be like this huge like skyscraper going all the way from bedrock to like sky limit. Instead, I want to try and fill up this entire world with underground bits. Although I might switch over to the newer version if like I run out of resources, because I don't think it'll be a very good series if I had to go back from like super diamond picks to stone picks, because that would be an extremely bad thing. But I'm just about out of time, about 40 seconds, so I'm gonna quickly fill in this place before I'm out of time on my camera roll. And And please like and subscribe. Please watch some more videos if you like. And I shall see you next video.